하나 둘 셋 안녕하세요, Kelly입니다. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, remember to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification. I want to say thank you so much for supporting me. Like, I still can't fathom that 2,500 people consciously hit the subscribe button next to my name. So, 감사합니다. So today I have a different type of video for you guys, as you can tell from the title, and I've given it a lot of thought if I should do the type of video or not, because like I'm essentially throwing my private life out there for you guys. So if you guys enjoy videos like this, give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you'd like to see more of this. I read every single comment. Feel free to comment. Yeah, so today I have a story time and we will be talking about my Korean double date from hell. Since this is a story time video, let's go over some of the characters. So there's me, obviously. I am an American Vietnamese university student studying abroad at Yonsei University. The second character, my friend, we'll call her Rishpad. And she's an Australian university student who's also on the same study abroad program as I am. My partner in crime, Michelle, I know you'll be watching this, so Sayring Hayo! So cringy. No, just kidding. Michelle, I miss you. So next character. This next character is my date. We'll call him Korn, and I'll explain why later. I met him during orientation day for my study abroad program, and I got match made with Korn because Rishpad set me up with him and whatever. We started going on cute little dates together. He's really sweet and he's really thoughtful, and when we go on dates he likes to coordinate our outfits too so that they match, and that's why I call him Corn, because he's really corny, he's really cheesy, and I really like that. And so yeah, so I'll show you guys some of our date pictures and like our matching outfits. So next character, we'll call him Psycho, and you'll see why as the story progresses. Psycho is someone that Rish had met on Tinder. She had seen him like 1 or 2 times before, but I asked Rochelle to go on a double date with me because I've always wanted to go on a double date. I've never been on one before. So I was like, Rochelle, please find a date so we can go on a double date together. It's always been my dreams. Just seems so cute. And so she brought Sung along for this double date, and then we planned to go out to dinner and maybe hang out afterwards. So we decided to go have dinner at Latte Tower. And so during the day, me and Korn, we just spent the day at Latte Tower shopping because it's a huge shopping center. When dinner time came around 8, me and Korn were starving, and so we finally met up with Rishpad and Psycho. When I first met Psycho, there was like a strange vibe to him, and I just felt really uneasy, but then I kind of just shook it off because I'm a very socially awkward person. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just in my head, whatever, maybe I'm just awkward. And so I just shook it off. So I was really excited for Korn to meet Psycho because they're both Korean. They can speak to each other in their native language, and then me and Rochelle, we speak English in our native language. We were just like, hey, what's up, and stuff like that. But then Korn and Psycho didn't really click like I'd hope, and I guess that's fine because they're strangers after all. But then like their introductions and everything was really brief, so I was like, that's weird. Again, I was just like, okay, whatever, I just shook it off. So anyways, yeah, we were going to have dinner, so I asked them if they were hungry, and Psycho was like, oh, I took Rochelle to go eat a lot of street food and we still have leftovers. I'm really full. And I was like, well, we plan to have, like in my head I was like, we plan to have dinner and it's 8 and I'm starving. So I just stood there quietly for a minute, like to think of what to say, because I didn't really know how to respond to that. And so Rochelle, she chimed in. She's like, oh no, like I could eat. And so we just decided to go to eat dinner because like I'm hungry and Korn's hungry, and we decided on dinner. So that was red flag number 1, because I'm pretty sure Rochelle told him that we were going on a dinner double date, so I don't know why he would have taken her to go eat street food if we were gonna go eat dinner. So that was just a small red flag number 1. So we decided to go eat at a sushi restaurant, and that's when we finally all got to sit down and we kind of started talking. And this is where Korn asked Psycho about his age. Psycho kind of just like steered away from the, like he asked in Korean, because like in Korean culture age is really important, and he wanted to know if Psycho was older or younger so he could refer to him as Hyung, or if Psycho was younger, Psycho would refer to Korn as Hyung, so he asked about that. But then Psycho was a little off-putting about that. He didn't really answer the question, so he just flat out ignored Korn, so it was a little awkward. But then later on we figured it out. Psycho finally revealed his age, and he was much older than Korn, much older than me, and so Korn resorted to calling Psycho Hyung. And so we ate our meal, a lot of small talk. After we finished our meal, Psycho's like, let's go play shooting game, guys. And I was like, in my head, I was like, yes, I love games, I love arcade. It's just a lot of fun. And what I didn't know at the time was that Psycho was implying like, oh, let's go play shooting games, like in a competitive way. Like he wanted to compete against Korn to see who's better. And then Korn caught on that, and he's like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's play shooting games. But me and Rochelle, we were completely oblivious to it. So it was like a little competition. So we went to the arcade, we all lined up, we all got 4 stations, and we all started playing the shooting game. And ultimately, Korn won. He basically dominated it because he's in the military actually, so he has a lot of experience with shooting and stuff like that. And then Psycho came in second, I came in a close third, and then Rochelle was 4th. I looked over at Psycho because I don't know, I have a really uneasy feeling about Psycho at this point because he just wasn't friendly at all. So then I look over to see how he'd react to losing, and he was just really upset. And then I saw Korn try to go over and be like, oh hey, good game, but then Psycho was just like not having it. He just did not even acknowledge Korn. So I was like, oh my god, okay, that's really rude. Like, I don't care what culture it is, that's just rude universally. So at this point I was getting frustrated myself because I just wanted to have a fun and cute double date with my friend Rochelle. I don't know, this guy was just acting like a 6-year-old, and mind you, he's older than me and Korn. The Korn was so much more mature and relaxed than he is, so I don't really know what's going on. And so I was getting really sad and upset. I really do expect something good to happen of it, and just the complete opposite is happening right now. So I'm getting really stressed, really frustrated. And what do I do when I get really stressed and frustrated? I want to drink. So luckily in Korea, everyone drinks any time of the day, and it's fine, it's cheap, it's normal. So I was like, hey guys, let's go drinking. Unfortunately at this time Rishpad was sick, so she was on medication, so she couldn't go drinking. So we had to choose another activity, and so we decided to go to this place. It's like a PlayStation center, and you can play games on PlayStations and stuff. And there was this 4-player game. It's called Lara Croft, and none of us really played it before. None of us really knew what we were doing, so we were playing the game. We were kind of just messing around and trying to figure out the game. People were blasting grenades everywhere, and we were killing each other accidentally, and we're like, oh wow, we can kill our own teammates. Oh wow, we can throw them off the edge and they'll die. And it's just it was really funny, and it was because we didn't know what we were doing. So after 10 minutes we finally got the hang of the game, and we realized the objective of the game is to work together, work as a team to go and beat the game. But it was after 10-15 minutes, and Psycho was still killing I started noticing Psycho was still killing Korn intentionally, and I was just like, what are you doing? I was like, how are you gonna be this petty? Okay, you lost in the shooting game, but that's the past. Can we just have fun? Can we just play this game that's meant to be played to work together instead of being petty? And so at one point I just called him out. I was like, oh, why do you keep killing Korn? I see you. So I called Psycho out for keeping on killing Korn and being petty and stuff. And that's when he actually starts getting a little bit more angry. And this is when he starts getting a little angry. So we keep playing our video games. I glance over to look at Psycho just because, just to see if he's okay, if he's mentally stable. I glance over and he gives me these crazy eyes. He's like, and he has Rishpad in a freaking chokehold position, and he keeps doing it a little bit tighter, and I'm just like, what is going on? It took me a little bit to process exactly what was going on and what he's doing and what he's trying to get at. At this point I just froze up because I had no idea what to do. I had no idea what was going on, and I was like, oh my gosh, do I punch him? Do I tell Korn? I had no idea what to do. But then Rishpad eventually was like, can you not? And then just finally he stopped. But that was a little bit traumatizing. I'm just like, what is he doing? Sorry, my camera died. Yeah, so at this point, just like things keep snowballing and so when our time finally ran out at the PlayStation game, we parted ways, and so it was me and Corn together. We left, and then Rishpod and Psycho, they went their own ways. And like the second we parted ways, I was like, hey Corn, what do you think about Rishpod's date? And he's just like, okay, Corn is like one of the nicest, genuine, chill person I've ever met. He's never talked bad about anyone. He's really optimistic. He always sees the good in people, but this is the first time he's ever really said something slightly negative about someone, but it wasn't really negative. He's just like, yeah, Psycho wasn't the most friendliest of person. I was like, please elaborate, because I have so much I want to say about that. And yeah, apparently when he was speaking to Corn in Korean, he was really aggressive and really condescending, and I guess Psycho didn't think we'd understand because like me and Rochelle, we don't speak Korean fluently, but like still I could sense tension between them. So I talked to Rishpod about it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I vented out to her about how I felt about Psycho. I was like, please don't date this psychopath. Like, and she's like, girl, don't fret, like we're nothing serious. I'm literally going to waste his time 2K17. Literally word for word she said that, and I was like, God bless, yes, waste his time. And so the end, that was my first double date, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna double date again because it's not what I imagined it to be. So the end. Thanks for listening. Ready? Thanks for watching. Bye guys.